Tate McRae. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You can hear us fine? All good?
I can hear you.
We just played Feel Like. Congratulations on another single that everybody's talking about. Before we get to your life, just specifically to that song, Feel Like, how is your perspective differently with that song versus You Broke Me First in life?
Oof. I mean, I wrote You Broke Me First 2 years ago now, before the pandemic.
Yeah.
I just feel I was 16. I mean, I was like a totally different person. So I feel like I'm just writing about two different stages in my life. And it's always so cool to see that in music is it's literally my diary that I can put out online and basically just like document each little section of my life. So it's cool.
How do you know that you can put together your diary into lyrics, into a song structure that can be a song that becomes a hit? Do you know that, or does it just sort of happen magically for you?
You have no idea. I mean, it's so hard to tell. I think it's just like whatever you like and whatever you want to say. I mean, that's basically what I've been trying to do the last 6 months writing my album, basically, is just figure out everything I want to say at this point in my life as an 18-year-old and, you know, what I'm going through, and basically just try and put it into words as best as I can.
And are there so many things that you want to say right now? Are there a lot of
Oh
things?
my God. Yes. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's the only way I can say things is like writing. I feel like I'm really bad at explaining things in real life. So writing is like the only way for me to kind of get it out there.
Well, I mean, we were just talking to Adele about that very notion. She was just saying that she can write down very personal, intimate feelings and thoughts about her son and her relationship with her son and her family that she could not sit here and talk about, really. It was just a different thing.
I mean, it's like, it's a skill. I feel like you're either good at one or the other. And I feel like writing is just like one way that people can, you know, make sure that it's exactly what they want to say and their like exact perspective. And no one can really like interfere with that.
So in your shoes, all of this is breaking through and happening while the world is in a pandemic and you can't really go out and physically connect with fans. Was that frustrating?
Oh my gosh, it was the worst thing ever. I mean, the first time I like got to perform You Broke Me First was this summer at festivals.
Right.
So it was wild. It was like 2 years late. It was like 2 years later, I was actually on a stage in front of like thousands of people. And I was like, whoa, I didn't even realize like how far this song got. Like in my head, it was like me, my mom, and my brother listening to this song.
And now you have like a whole crowd singing it back to you.
Yeah, it's wild.
And coming up on Friday, we're going to get a chance to see you and meet you in person at the Forum in Los Angeles with Ed Sheeran and Dua Lipa and BTS and that kind of roster. I see you smile bigger and bigger as I say that. What does it feel like?
I mean, I just compare it to the last time I performed in New York 2 years ago. It was in front of 150 people.
Jeez, that's crazy.
It's like super weird to see the comparison. It's like a really weird jump. And it's just like my biggest dreams ever.
And artists have given you amazing feedback. Some of the artists that are on the Jingle Ball Tour and other artists as well. What's that meant to you?
It's crazy. I tell my mom like on a daily basis, like I need to keep doing reality checks because like absolutely nothing feels real majority of the time. I'm like, wait, like what's actually happening? Like I don't really know the difference between like what I'm thinking about and like what's actually happening. But yeah, I mean, they're like some of my biggest idols in the world, you know, are just reaching out to me, and it's just an honor. It's really cool.
How does your mom keep you grounded? What does she say when you guys have these conversations?
I mean, she mostly tells me to like stay present because I feel like that's, you know, you spent 2 years locked up in your house, you know, just like waiting to get on stage. And I think it's just like taking in every surreal moment right now.
Tate McRae is with us. What about your friends? What about classmates? What's that dynamic like?
I mean, it was weird because as this was all happening in the pandemic, I was still trying to graduate high school. So it was, it was that weird balance between like actually like doing my homework and seeing my friends and then like, you know, trying to build a career. So, I mean, it's weird because I think some of them are just like, what are you doing? And what's going on? Like, where did you go? Cause I like moved to LA all of a sudden and I just didn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a few of them that are like super supportive, and it's just like weird because it happened pretty quickly.
There are similarities to this conversation that we're having with Tate McRae that we had in that moment with Taylor Swift back then that we had in that moment with Justin Bieber back
Totally.
then, and we go
Oh my
back and
gosh.
we listen to those interviews or we look at those tapes, and there are so many similarities to the emotion and to what it feels like, and it all happening so fast, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's so crazy.
Well, we can't wait to see you. That is going to be Friday night at our Jingle Ball at the Forum in Los Angeles, presented by Capital One. We've got some tickets coming up. But Tate, thanks so much for coming on and chatting with us beforehand, and keep it up. It's so
course.
awesome to connect at this stage of your career.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was so nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you. Take good
Nice
care.
to
Bye,
meet
Tate.
you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.